Hello, I'm Valerie,
And I am Joseph.
and we are from Singapore Polytechnic. Today, we'll be presenting our heritage trail.
The trail that we have chosen is City Hall's If Walls Could Talk exhibition.
Why did we choose this trail? While glancing through the different exhibition websites, the City Hall exhibition caught our attention due to our familiarity with the stories of historical events that took place in City Hall taught in secondary school.
What piqued our interest was finding out that many important historical events took place in City Hall, thus showing us its importance and rich history.
So what are some of the key historical events that took place from 1925 to 1966? Established in 1929, City Hall was previously known as the Municipal Building, which was built with a budget of $2 million. The municipal building housed municipal commissioners who managed the admission in the city to accommodate everyone with basic essentials.
From 1942 to 1945, the Japanese made the municipal building their headquarters during their occupation until the surrender.
Post-war ceremonies were held on 6 January 1946 in front of the municipal building with tributes paid to those who had lost their lives during the occupation.
In 1951, the British Commonwealth declared Singapore a self-governing city, and the building was renamed City Hall.
On 5th June 1959, the swearing-in of the first cabinet of the ministers took place, with 9 members from the People's Action Party.
The former Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew announced the formation of the Federation of Malaysia with Singapore in City Hall on 16 September 1963.
On 9th August 1966, a huge ceremony was held at City Hall to celebrate Singapore's first year of being an independent nation. When I went to the exhibition, I interviewed a lady. When I asked her what was the most memorable story in this exhibition, she said it was an art piece named
National Language Class by Chua Mia T,
which shows a classroom of adults studying Malay after the separation of Malaysia and Singapore. She said during those times, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew emphasized that they should pick up Malay as the majority of the population are Malay. This picture shows a sense of belonging and a strong sense of identity towards the nation, as from the picture it can be seen that they are carrying their work bags, which can be implied that they came straight after work. What was even more intriguing was there is a man with a white sash which indicates the passing of a family member. However, despite mourning, he still attended classes, which shows how important these classes are for them. When asked how important City Hall was in the past till now, she said it was very important and she wishes to continue preserving the national heritage. And to my surprise, the lights has been kept in their original state since 1929. After looking at all the artworks displayed in City Hall, one artwork which really stood out to me was the swearing-in by Lee Kuan Yew, composed by Lai Kwei Fang. This artwork resonated with me as it was a memorable and joyous event that took place in City Hall in 1959 to commemorate the independence of the nation, and till this day and age, the painting still sits in the museum as part of our national collection. This left an impression on me as shortly after, in 1963, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew announced the merger with Malaysia, and shortly after 2 years, he announced the separation of Malaysia and Singapore, also in City Hall. Despite not knowing whether we can survive on our own independently due to our lack of resources, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew held full accountability for his decisions and built Singapore to where it is today, which made this picture special as the independence, formation, and separation all took place in the same venue, City Hall. So here comes my wonder question. I wonder what did the Singaporeans have to undergo during the 2 years of merger with Malaysia to have them separate? Were they mistreated, considered minorities in a Malayan state, due to their inability to speak their language? Do they face any segregation after the merger? Did it result in racial tension?
An older gentleman enjoyed the display of the first National Day parade held at the Padang as it reminded him of that momentous day. He recalled it being one of the first times he visited the grounds of City Hall. He was left in awe of the huge modern-looking buildings and the vast amount of people wearing different costumes and attire. He felt a sense of pride and security when he saw Singapore's very own soldiers in uniform. After much reflection over the different events displayed in the exhibition, what resonated with me was the short screening of the occupation and surrender of the Japanese in Singapore. It showed how City Hall was used as the headquarters for the Japanese occupiers and also a bomb shelter. It reminded me of the horrors committed by the Japanese in Singapore, such as the Suching massacre and the many such as Limbo Singh that had to endure and even died while being tortured by the Japanese occupiers. This makes me wonder, in such a small country and with such a limited military might, will there be another occupation? Will history repeat itself? And considering City Hall would be 100 years old in a few years, how long will City Hall stand the test of time?